morning, all you beautiful people out there. We are back at it again. We're headed up to the vineyard right now, and we're going to hopefully get finished up with catch wires either today, might be tomorrow. But we were going to be working on that today. That's kind of our main game plan. We got the battery charger put on the 4440 again, trying to get those batteries all charged up. So we got it on the one side, and later on we'll put it on the other side once this side gets finished. So yep, that is what is going on today. Like I said, everything's looking green, real green up here, and Dad's already up here, so we are gonna get another set of spool of wire put on, and let's see how far left we go. And he didn't say anything this time. A lot of time he says, "Why did you pull so far forward?" Well, I don't know. Just so you ask. Any words of wisdom today, Dad?
It's a beautiful day.
There you go. All right. It's a beautiful day, wonderful day.
Time to get to work.
Time to get to work, he says. Let's do this. Get our sun hat put on here so we don't get sunburnt today. And let's get to it. So yesterday we found out that on these, that these are half mile, I think half mile rolls, and we found out that if you don't pull it tight when you're going down through the row, you end up just being about 6 foot short of being able to make it down the whole row, and with going down and back twice. So doing the high wire and low wire. Here, show you, we had to tie this one together. Not sure, I didn't get this one tight enough when I was putting them through the catch wires when we were going down the row. So yeah, you got to pull it, keep tension on it when I'm pulling it, and that way you can get, I think this one worked out. You can actually get all the way down and back twice and be able to have enough wire that you don't have to worry about holding tension down on the wire as we're stringing them up through. And you have to watch out too, because you got to make sure that you don't get the vines up in it when you're going down the row, because that'll tend to put some slack in the wire when you're going down through. So trying to keep them all up over any of the vines, and then we'll just go back through and tuck it just like that. I mean, that one's not long enough, but you get the point. So yeah, but it's a beautiful day up here. It's gonna be a warm one, so we'll get as much done as we can while we can. We'll see. Should be able to, not too bad, so should be able to push through it. Yeah, so we'll keep a move on it, and Dad will tighten this one down before we get going back down the road again. So yep, just another beautiful day in southeast Nebraska, up on a hill in the middle of summer, and keep eating down. There we go. All right, I wouldn't be a good millennial if I didn't get a ride on the tractor every once in a while and keep that older generation working. And so Dad's gonna do one here, and I'm just gonna keep driving the tractor. I got the easy job. He's doing a great job. Good job, Dad. Proud of you. And yeah, so I get to take it easy. It is quite a bit warmer than I thought it was going to be after walking that first 2 times. So yeah, but figure we could do a little drive-by here in the vineyard. Look at the vines as we go by, and he's doing a phenomenal job, by the way. It's hard working with him sometimes because he just does such a good job that it makes it hard to be on his level. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead and stop here for a quick second, let him get caught back up. We ended up getting another 3 rows done this morning, so that leaves just 4 left for this afternoon and tomorrow morning. So we'll run inside real quick, grab a bite to eat, get our water containers all filled back up, because definitely got to stay hydrated on days like today. It is definitely a warm one, so yeah, I'm gonna find a nice shady spot to park in and let the truck cool off a little bit and go inside and grab a bite to eat and get back at it. So, to be continued. All right, well, we made it to June 14th today, this year, before we saw our first Japanese beetles. If you're not familiar, these are a very, well, see, it already flew off. Very destructive insect that we started seeing, I think it was probably about 5 years ago. And each year it seems like it just gets kind of worse and worse. We saw them on, I do believe it was the 16th of June last year. So slowly, I mean, it will vary from year to year, just with things warm up a little quicker and come out of hibernation a little faster, but not too much difference in the 2 years. Our petite pearl is, sorry about that, our petite pearl is one of the first ones to see it, mainly because it is on the very edge of our vineyard, so it butts up right next to the field. So I saw one going down the other row over there, so I figured, you know, if I saw one in that row, I was probably going to see one in this row. So I was like, well, see if I can get a video of one. I got a picture of the other one because I had my cell phone on me. But yeah, so we will keep an eye out on it, and we don't like to spray if we don't have to, but because there's a lot of great insects that we have out here in the vineyard that are beneficial. But from year to year, we've been noticing that, like, all of our praying mantises that are out here have been coming back. Oh, here we go. See if I can get them to land here. And once, about the only time you really see the Japanese beetles, or you can get really close to them, is in the mornings when it's cool out. Because they're a lot slower in the mornings because it's a lot colder. But once the sun really hits on them, they really take off, and it's hard to really catch them. So, but like I said, just noticing a couple of them out here, so we will keep our eye out on them, and maybe I'll maybe that'll be today's video's what we call it, thumbnail on today's video. I'll find a good picture that I took last year of one. I got a lot of good photos. Oh, here we go. Feel like we're in a hunting video or something. Oh, he fell. Well, anyways, I will I will make that our thumbnail of this video. And yeah, we are coming down the last row of doing catch wires, getting the top one on here, and we will get the bottom one put on as soon as we get back. And of course Dad is patiently waiting for me down here at the end and keeping tension here so then I don't have to hold it. What a guy. He's nice. He's world's best boss, I'm calling it. And we're fighting words if you want to argue it. So having fun, Dad?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll cut the video here so we can go back down the next row because I'm sure he'd appreciate it, right?
Right.
All right, we are going to sneak in on this one. Right there. That is what a Japanese beetle looks like, everybody, for those of you who don't know. And we will get a picture of it, just because I don't think this zooms in very good. They got little dots on the sides.
I like to see it from here.
Yeah, so that's what a Japanese beetle does. So far we haven't seen any damage. You haven't seen any damage yet, have you?
No.
So we'll get Ron's good photos in here. He if anybody wants to know, he is currently not booking any weddings or
Really,
birthday parties. But boy, can he take a good nature photo. I'm proud of him, what he can do. That farm.
Find him. Oh, there he is.
Get it. Looks like he's getting ready to eat. This is why we do what we do, right, Dad? So if anybody ever wonders why we don't get anything done around here, it's because of things like this. So, yep, we'll stop all productivity just to take some good video and good photos for you folks at home. So, all right. All right, what do you say, Dad? You ready? Just the dedication. And just like that, another check mark in the books. Got all 10 rows, all the catch wires in. Dad is tightening up the last one. Yeah, I think we did stuff a little bit different where he would just drive all the way down the end of the row, pull it tight, and it worked a little bit faster. But yeah, everything's looking good. So now we can go through, and as season keeps going, grab everything like this that's hanging down low. You'll grab it and you'll pull the wire apart, and you go up through the bottom wire, and you'll slowly work your way up through the top wires, and then that way everything is up off the ground, leaves the canopy nice and open down here. Man, that's just, oh, can't see what I'm doing here. Just looks great. Yeah, great. Yeah, great, looks great. But yeah, these are our Brianna, and it's so nice finally getting a crop off of these. Well, I shouldn't say that. Haven't got anything in yet, but it's nice seeing clusters out here in the new part, because we haven't really had any in previous years, because we've just been retraining, because that's a lot to manage. Dad puts a lot of time in out here, and So we get as much done as we can, because it's just Dad and I doing all this stuff. Yeah, so it's good at this, and hopefully we'll get a crop off of it, and this can start making some money back off of it. Yeah, but yeah, we're, like I said, we're all done with this catch wires, and now we'll start going through tucking and cleaning up bases again, and we're going to run over and look at our St. Croix. Just because we've seen the Japanese Beetles in the Petite Pro, we're going to go look at the St. Croix real quick and see if there are any signs of Japanese Beetles over there. What makes them so invasive is, I mean, they multiply so much, and unless, I mean, they inhabit pretty much anywhere. So like your bean fields, cornfields, I mean, anywhere really. They like gardens. And unless you blanket down a complete spray, which you never would do, I mean, they'll always keep coming back every year. I hope it's not a new normal for us, but like I said, I don't really see them going anywhere, so I think it's just going to be something that we got to deal with every year. That's all part of it. So we take that stuff a day at a time, year at a time, and week at a time, I guess. And right, Dad?
Right.
He's playing shuffleboard again on his phone. Just kidding. He's deleting apps, or minimizing screens on his phone, I guess. Oh, it's always fun to give him a hard time. He loves it. Don't you, Dad? Yep, he said yep. So, okay, so we're out in the St. Croix now. These are, how old are these vines, Dad?
These are planted in 2002, I think. 20 years.
There you go. A little on the spot,
21.
mental math.
21.
Ron is a man. All right, so you can kind of see back in there. I can get it. Oh, maybe not. Where am I? There we go. You can see him right there. There's one. There's another one up in there. So, not really noticing a whole lot. Don't see really much chew-throughs, I guess what you would call it, on shot holes. Shot holes on the leaves. And what they'll do is it'll pretty much just skeletalize the leaves. They'll eat all the green on the outside, but they'll leave all the veins on the leaves. St. Croix, like I said, St. Croix is one of the more, I don't know, more likable to their palate, I guess, as they're normally one of the first parts to see them. But yeah, I think they're just starting to come in. So, and so yep, we'll keep an eye on them and kind of take it from there, and we'll keep updating everybody on this. This is a lot of late bloomers. I guess one of the things, I guess my personal opinion and only, is when you see Japanese beetles, do not get the catch traps that are scented. All that does is it will attract them, and you'll just end up getting more and more, because you'll get to the point where I've seen bags hanging in trees and they've completely bent a branch down to the ground. They're just completely packed full. There's, I mean, hundreds of thousands maybe in those bags, maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of them, and they'll just start collecting on the outside, and you just keep getting more and more. So all you're doing is you're just attracting them. So if you start seeing them, I'd suggest other ideas on how to get rid of them. I know there's soapy water, I think, Dawn dish soap, and a bucket of water, and you just try to knock them into it. If you're only seeing like one or two, maybe smash them, I don't know. But don't get the traps there. That baffles me on how many people get the traps. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody's free to do what they want, but just something that I've noticed is it just attracts them, and you're just making your situation worse. So I guess that's my food for thought, and I guess that's probably where we'll end today's video. Dad, what do you think?
Sounds good.
And there you have it, everybody. Matt and Ron on another epic adventure of the daily life in
The vineyard.
There you go. Any words of wisdom for the folks at home?
Nope.
You really got to start.
Keep plugging along.
There you go. You keep plugging along. You really need to start working on thinking of stuff at night for the next day.
That's fine. You do.
All
your
right.
thinking.
Hope everybody has a great rest of their day, and we'll catch you in the next video.